Math is for blockers, baby. Go for it, Kodama. Ladies and gentlemen, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Kodama's clutch. I don't know if it's Kodama, I don't know. I'm gonna call it Kodama, but we got the clutch of Kodama. Oh my gosh, this deck is so insane. So obviously we got this is the big thing here is modified creatures you control have trample. We also have reach, but the big thing is going to be giving everything trample here. Now whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you're gonna search a library for a card and place it on there, or a land card rather. But this goes very well with our Phylath World Sculptor. Every single time you enter the battlefield, you're going to create an 0/1 plant creature token for all of your lands, or all your basic lands, and every time you get a land, you get to lose your landfall and put counters on your plants, make them nice and big and juicy. It's absolutely insane. So what are we going to do? Look, what's kind of the shell? We got with Kodama of the West Tree is a legendary creature, so obviously we've got Mirror Box and Bard Class. Bard Class is going to let you storm and do a lot of things that go super crazy. Really love the Bard Class. You go into level 2, makes everything cheaper. Level 3, you get to storm off the top. It's so insane. Mirror Box, the legend rule does not apply. This card does take a while to get going, so I think that it's more of like a niche luxury card. It's a fun card, but it's probably more of a luxury card anyway. But I think the key thing here is going to be with the Kodama of the West Tree. This is the true win condition in my opinion. It's going to come up a lot more. Targ Nara with Bard Class, you get to play this thing for free, buff up your creatures, really cool. Magda, whatever. Brazen Outlaw is going to give us treasure tokens, which is really nice because we do need to get into level 3 on our Bard Class. We need to get into Halana and Alena and a Phylath, so it's going to be nice to have treasure. Goro-Goro is awesome. So the key here, you're going to be able to use Kodama of the West Tree, and then you're going to give everything trample, and then with Bard Class, obviously if you get to level 3, you're going to be storming, playing things for free, and then Goro-Goro, if you get into this, gives everything haste. So if you can go really big, really wide, and just storm the battlefield, Goro-Goro gives everything haste, Kodama gives everything trample. Yeah, you do the math, you're gonna win. It's pretty awesome. We also have 3 Birgis because you just need more mana. This is just a pure storm deck. Birgi doesn't come up a whole lot, but every time you play something add a red, if you can get Bard Class out with Birgi, it's game over. You're sleeping with the fishies. Also got a couple Kolvoris here. Pretty good card. Not as good as Halana and Alena, which lets you buff up your entire creatures and gives them haste, so pretty awesome here. Already discussed the Phylath, and I think that's pretty much it. The key here, we also have the Esika got a tree, gives everything vigilance, which is really nice as well, so you can give everything haste, vigilance, trample with Goro-Goro, Esika, and everything. So really awesome deck. I think the finisher, the big thing, we're going to see if Kodama can hold the clutch. Let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Pew 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 pew! How we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Cute name. I love the pew noises. Hey. I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. We got Double Den of the Bugbear, which is pretty cool. We also got a Magda, Brazen Outlaw. Love this card. This card's really good. Obviously, it being a legendary helps out our cause. Shambling Gas. So I wonder if we're going against Mono Black, or are we just going against Orzhov? I don't know. Hopefully, we just kind of kill him pretty quick. Let's go for Magda here. Get some treasure tokens going. Unfortunately, the Shambling Gas are going to be able to wall off our Magda, but the good thing is maybe they want to use Deadly Dispute. If they want to use Deadly Dispute, they can't get into the Shambling Gas as easily, or kill us, the Magda rather. So we are going against Orzhov, and iTwish comes out to play. These are going to wall us off pretty good here, but nevertheless, we do have a Bard Class. We do have a Bard Class, and it is a lot more mana efficient to go into Mirror Box this turn and then Bard Class level 2 next turn. So I'm just going to go for our Mirror Box. I know that we could have attacked, but I don't want to die. So I think this is better here. Let's go ahead and swing in with the Magda, and then now that we are a 3-2 rather than a 2-1, they're going to have to double block, which is a lot less efficient. So they're just going to use the Shambling Gas. Are they going to take the treasure token, or are they going to take the kill? They are. They're going to take the kill. Okay. Okay, that is okay with me. We still got a treasure token and get rid of the Shambling Gas. Treasure free, so that's good. Now, this is why I am nervous. I see blue here. I don't like the sight of blue. Counter spells are very scary here.
If the powerful won't help, I'll do... There's no secret I can't uncover.
There's no secret, Kaito? That is pretty bold. I don't know. I might be calling cap on that one. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and drop our force here. We can go for Bard Class. Yeah, this will be pretty good. I'm gonna go for Bard Class here, and we could actually go. We could go for level 2. Yeah, we're gonna go for level 2. We're gonna go for level 2 because this will make the Phylath cheaper anyway. We'll bust this treasure for the Magda. get a 3-2 going. Pretty awesome. And then now, instead of going for Phylath, we might be setting up for a turn, a level 3 Bard class. So yeah, they're going to be able to draw here. As long as we control this Bard class, we're going to be able to exile. We're just going to be able to storm really badly here, so they can have all the counters they want.
I'll be taking that now.
You'll be taking what, Kaito? You're kind of a jerk. No one ever told me about that, but you're kind of a jerk here. Oh boy, oh man, they actually have access to the Wandering Emperor. I just feel like they have. Whenever I see 2 whites and then 2 whites, 2 non-whatevers, I always assume that a Wandering Emperor is coming. So, a little nervous here, but I am going to try this nonetheless. Let's go ahead and swing with the Magda. Should we actually just go for the face? This -7, like, I don't know. I think I'm actually just going to go for the face. Pretty sure they have a Wandering Emperor anyway, so let's just go ahead and swing in with the Magda. Get a treasure token for our troubles, and there it is. There's the Wandering Emperor. Kind of figured. So, hello, Wandering Emperor.
Fight, but I'm good.
Okie dokie, so Magda is gonna go bye-bye. They're gonna gain some life. The life gain's not that important to me. Okie dokie, so I think we're just gonna go for Bard class level 3. If they've got a Vanishing Verse, they can't touch us because we are a multicolored permanent here. So I'm just gonna go for Bard class level 3. And I don't want to play this. We could play the Ringheart Crest, rather than the God of Kinship. I'm actually not gonna do that. We're gonna go and pass. Now, this is pretty much the game here, but if we can get this off, Mirror Box and Bard class at level 3, we'll be able to do some absolutely insane things. So hopefully they don't have any sort of crazy removal. Kaito's gonna go off, okay.
Now this is a juicy secret.
That is a pretty juicy secret, I can't lie, Kaito. Pretty juicy indeed. They're gonna create a Okie dokie. Okay. Here's the fun part. Here we go. Here is the Storm City. Okie dokie. How do we even want to do this? We can go for Kolvori, rather, excuse me. And then Phylath, or we can just go for Bard class again. How do we want to do this? I think we're going to try and just go for Phylath, because we'll be able to... Well, let's do this. This is a little bit cheaper, so if they have counters, let's go ahead and do this. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. When we play them this turn, they actually don't even... Wow. They actually just... I was expecting maybe some sort of interaction, but no, we don't. So, okay, let's just go ahead and take what we can get. We're going to go for Halana and Alena, and Bard class is just going to keep doing its thing. Oh, we're looking for... we could definitely use a little bit more land here. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm actually going to go for the Ringheart Crest. I know that we have another one, but this is only until the end of turn. So, might as well get what we can out of this. Let's bust this creature token, this Ringheart Crest, and we get more Bard class action. Look how good this is. Come on, give us a land. I don't think we hit our land drop this turn. So they finally go for the negate. Finally go for the negate, and there is some land here. Juicy land. We're going to need plenty of that. Now, the Kodama of the West Tree would be really clutch here. Unfortunately, we can probably not go for Kodama of the West Tree, but it's okay. And Halana Alena is going to get our God of Kinship, a big whopping body. I'm actually just going to go... We can't do for lethal, so I guess we'll just go for Kaito. It's not going to really matter, because they're probably just going to chump block anyway, but I guess we'll just threaten the Kaito for now. Down there, and I think the worst thing that could happen right now is a Farewell. Farewell is very in range, and I would be very afraid if they played it, because they get to keep their Kaito, and all of our stuff goes away. So Farewell would be as good as lethal right now. And I'm actually just going to block it off here. That's fine. I don't know what they've got. Maybe they either didn't know. I don't think they didn't know. I think they actually do want to take a learn here. So let's see what they take with the learn. In these colors, I would be kind of worried about Containment Breach, but they don't have Containment Breach, so I'm not really worried about that. Okay, draw a card. This is really brutal.
Now, what do we have here?
What do we have here, Kaito? Let's see what you got. Oh, and there it is. Farewell. And that is probably going to be game. Let's see if we can recuperate here. So we can go for what? Double Den of the Bugbear. We just go for... We're going to have to just go for Bard class and just pray to the high heavens that we can recover. But that is pretty brutal. Not looking good, but... I mean, I guess there's a way. The Kaito is also going to be able to use its -7 now. Yikes. So -7, here's the ultimate.
You caught me. We won't be outnumbered for long.
No, you're already not outnumbered. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 7 cards in your hand. Probably coming back, and I've got 1 single Phylath in a Bard class, and 1 prayer. 1 hope and a wish. So let's see what we can do here.
Get in, get out. Easy. Our eyes are everywhere.
Your eyes are everywhere? That's not fair. My eyes are like right here. Okay, well, wedding announcement. We got Goro-Goro. Okay, we have no choice here. We have to go into Bard class, level 5. Yeah, we've got absolutely no choice here. So let's go for Bard class. Boom, boom. And now we can at least do some Storm ability. I'm going to go for Goro-Goro. Low-key, decent little thing we got going on here. This is going to be a 3-3. Instead of getting haste off, I think it's more important just to go for Magda, just to kind of recuperate a hand of some sort. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we can actually play this for the land as well. So as long as we have this Bard class, we actually still do have a shot. Now let's go for Goro-Goro. We're going to use haste here. I'm just going to go ahead and swing in. If they want to kill the Magda, that is fine. We'll also get a treasure token. The only way that we can win is if this Bard class survives. That's pretty much the only way we can survive this. But we are down 19. We do have, 17? As long as this Bard class can survive, we might have a shot. Okay. Down to 16 we go. Kaito is going to be able to do this. This is what's so dangerous. They're going to get a free blue or black creature card. I don't know what they're running, but they're just going to be able to just get it for free, which is absolutely insanity. Okay, so they're just going to get an eye twitch? I mean, I was expecting like a Jin-Jitaxias, a Hullbreaker Horror. I think if you're running Kaito, you should probably be running one of those, just like because. So draw a card and then discard unless you attacked. They just keep drawing cards. Rough.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
As long as this Bard class can survive, I think we'll be like, at least have a shot. We'll at least have a shot.
No cost is too great.
No cost? Come on now.
Savagery. You will serve me well.
Does serve you pretty well, I'm not gonna lie to you. So, Vanishing Verse is gonna hit our Goro-Goro, and that's so nice. Because our Bard class is multiple colors, we're safe from the Bard class. So, pretty awesome here. Now, we need some serious Storm ability here. Let's drop our Mountain. I don't know what we're gonna need. We're gonna need some extra plants for this Phylath here. So, maybe we should have kept it. Nah, yeah, we should have definitely kept it. That was a misplay. Definitely not good on our part, but this is pretty cool here. This is still pretty awesome here. We're going to be able to do this. We're going to go for Kodama as well. So let's get out our Kodama of the West Tree. Exile another 2. What we got? So we got Targ. Ooh, that's really awesome. That is really awesome. We're going to be able to play this for free. Look at how awesome this is. We got another Targ. Now, this would be good if we had, Mirror Box. That would be nice, but we do not, unfortunately. We can actually just play this for free again. I'm actually just going to do that. Let's go ahead and just use, yes, I'm sure. We don't have a Mirror Box out, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep playing Targ. Don't care. Yeah, sure, play another one. I have unlimited of them. Kind of. Not really unlimited, but you get the point. Let's go ahead and keep this again. And now we got, we can go for Goro-Goro, which is what we're going to do, in Halana and Alena, and then give everything haste. So, let's go for Goro-Goro. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now we go for Halana and Alena. This is absolutely insane here. More Bard class, another Halana and Alena. And what the key here is going to be using Goro-Goro to give everything haste. Look at how crazy this is. We're gonna pay it with this treasure token, and then Kodama is gonna give all of our creatures trample. Look how insane that is. This already has trample, so it doesn't even really matter. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do here. I guess we'll just give it to Targ. Sure. And I'm going to swing in with everything except for our plant tokens that I kind of screwed up on. We missed out on some damage by saving on that mountain. Whoopsie daisy, but nevertheless, we still get a treasure token. We still get a bunch of different things, and this is so much damage at their face. Wow. Absolutely insane. The Kodama of the West Tree is going to be the difference maker here because we get all this trample. That is going to be all of the craziness. So let's see. I didn't even do the math here. I don't think we do, but we're going to be able to get a ton of land here. Look how crazy that is. We pair off with the Phylath so wonderfully. And let's go ahead and do all the other tramples. I don't think we have enough. We do. We got way enough. I didn't even do the math there. I just knew that was the best option. And wow, Kodama of the West Tree taking it. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Island, how we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. As long as we got the Magdas. I know this is kind of yucky because we got 2 Halana and Alenas, and I didn't even see the I didn't see the 2 green here. That's stupid to be playing like that, but we get our red, so I'd rather be lucky than good. Oh man, we are playing sloppy, but I guess we get rewarded. I'll play the heal. I'll play the heal today, because if this ends up going up, I'm gonna be so hated for that, but that's okay. I kind of deserve it. So, alright, Generous Visitor. I am going to take that. No big deal at all. And we actually get Esika, God of the Tree. That is pretty awesome. What I want to do is swing in with the Magda here. These don't have trample yet, so we're going to say no on that. Let's go ahead and swing in. I want a treasure token so that I can get into Halana and Alena. And actually just take the damage. That is pretty surprising to me. Let's go ahead and go for Halana and Alena. We'll be able to go for Kodama of the West Tree. Good game. Oh no. Is that like good game against us, or do they have us? Touch of the Spirit Realm. Okay. So the good game was obviously meant to be like in a cocky way. We'll see. Touch of the Spirit Realm. Gonna take away our Halana and Alena. And I would assume they just swing in with both of these here. Okie dokie here. Well, we just get our another mountain here. So, Mountain, do we want to go for Halana and Alena? I think we are. You got rid of our first one. We have another pair of partners here. I'm going to swing in for some more treasure action. Down to 14. Down to 14. And now that Magda does have counters, it is modified for our Kodama of the West Tree. Runeforge Champion. That is a problem if they have the Jukai Naturalist, but they do not. So, they do actually have to pay at least 1 for their rune. For their rune spells, yes, so they're gonna go for Rune of Might. That's a problem. Trample is not good for us. This really does suck because they're gonna be able to. Ooh, lifelink is very, very rough here. Hopefully, we're gonna need to storm really hard here because we are not really packing removal in this deck, so that's a problem. This is gonna have lifelink. Now, fortunately, they can't swing in with this Generous Visitor, so we are gonna take 4, 11 to 18. Okie dokie. Well, we can still go for Phylath, World Sculptor in due time, which is pretty cool. And then for now, I'm going to drop Kodama of the West Tree. This is going to be nice. This is going to be really nice. And then we're going to go ahead and use this on Kodama of the West Tree. These are going to have trample now. I'm going to swing in with this, get another treasure token. And should I swing in with Halana and Alena? Can they make enough damage? I think they can, which is really unfortunate. So I'm actually going to leave the Halana and Alena behind. Create a treasure token, and this Kodama of the West Tree, they're gonna take away the Runeforge Champion. That is really surprising because if they get rid of the Runeforge Champion, they don't get to cast these for 1 less. So this is gonna go through. That's gonna be pretty cool. Kodama is going to. Unfortunately, these do come in tapped, but we can still play our Esika, God of the Tree. So let's go ahead and do this, and as long as we have, anything, it doesn't really matter. Let's go for God of the Tree. Bust these treasure tokens open. It's gonna be close here. It's gonna be really close to see if we live this because they can get. I know this deck gets crazy really quick. As long as they don't have a Jukai Naturalist or they don't storm too hard. Okay, Runeforge Champion. Okay. So they can still play 2 runes. The lifelink is the killer here. The lifelink is gonna be what is gonna be the problem. Maybe, man, I'm trying to think of what we could draw here because we're gonna be severely behind after they swing in. Because they're going to be able, I'm assuming they're going to use, obviously the Rune of Might is going to make this thing a problem. They actually go for the Rune of Speed. Okay, so I'm assuming that, yeah, it's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad. Very bad, actually. Let's see how they want to divvy up this damage. So put it in enchantment counter, 1-1, 4-5, that's going to be a 5-5. They draw, and they can still use 1 more Ruin. Well, we're gonna have to be doing some blocking here, but fortunately, Esika does have a lot of toughness, so that's gonna be nice. And here comes the Rune of Sustenance on the Runeforge Champion. Now that is surprising to me because I would think they would want to use Trample on this Generous Visitor, but I guess they're not really all that interested in that, so okay. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna have to at least block 1, so we're gonna have to just chump block 1, which sucks. Which absolutely sucks, because they're dealing 13 at our head. This does not have trample, no tramples, so we'll go ahead and do that and just say goodbye to our Esika. Down to 3 we go, and they go up to 17. I don't think we're going to be able to do enough damage here, especially not with any haste or anything. So really unfortunate. We're going to go for Phylath, the World Sculptor. Create some things here. These can chump block, but they have haste. Or they have trample, rather. So if they didn't have the trample here, we might be in luck. So without even doing the math, it does not matter. We have to swing in here. And they're going to 12. They're going to have just enough, right? So this is 12, 14, 18. No, the Generous Visitor. If they just chump block the Generous Visitor, we are not going to be able to finish them. They're going to have 1 life. Oh, it was close. Kodama of the West Tree really... But see, this is the cool thing. If you have Kodama of the West Tree and these go through, this pairs off with the Phylath so well. I know that it's after the combat, but it still works very, very well. I don't know if they're just like really just slow to block, but this Generous Visitor is going to finish us off, unfortunately. Let's see, it goes 12, 14, that makes 18. If they just block any Generous Visitor, that is going to be a good game. We're going to leave them with 1 life left. Oh, okay, so just down to 1. Okay, we do get a lot of land here. Maybe they like misplaced somehow. I don't know. I don't know what they've got going on here, but we're gonna make these things nice and big. And should we actually make... I think we should go tall rather than wide in case they only have 1 Rune of Might. So I guess we'll do this. We'll get another land here. This could block you off, so I guess we'll just make some more in case they have 2 Rune of Mights. This is already an 8/9, so I guess we'll just do this. So we have plenty of blockers here. I'm gonna go for Magda again, just because it's untapped and it could potentially block. So we'll go ahead and keep you. It's just a potential blocker. So the Rune of Might is going to be the tail of the tape here. If they have Rune of Might, if they have 2 and they can trample twice, oh. Well, we tried. We tried. I think this is going to be a little bit too big, because now they can play these rune cards for free. If they even have like 2 rune cards, and they have 1 guaranteed, they'll probably be a little bit too big for us. Oh boy. This is tight. If they have like 3 runes, it's obviously over, because they're just going to get too big with the Generous Visitor. But if they can only give 1 thing trample, and they have no removal for our token here, we might be okay. Especially if they don't have like a ruin, the one that gives them flying. If they have flying, we can't reach them. So this is actually really interesting. Green source, green land. Come on, no more ruins. If you can't trample over me, Weaver of Harmony, that is not going to be enough. They can pump this Runeforge champion up, but again, that's just not going to be enough. Come on, no more runes, no more trample, no more nothing, no removal. Come on. If they can't swing in for lethal here, I'm probably just gonna like quadruple block, like just block everything just to be insane. Cause this still has lifelink and trample. We can just trade with this plant thing that also has 8/9. They're not. Okay, I was about to say, like, unless you have like a snakeskin. Okay, so they do. So they've got. If they have like a snakeskin veil, we'll obviously have to do a lot of blocking here. I'm okay with this though. I mean, like, this tells me that they don't have another Rune of Might to just give other. Ooh. Oh, okay. So they've come to play. Well, we'll go ahead and do this, and they can't give something trample with an instant. I don't know. Again, though, I don't think they can give something trample just like on a whim. So I guess we'll do this to kill this Runeforge champion. And oh gosh, there's no way they have something to give it trample through combat, right? If they do, I'll probably poop my pants. But do we have enough for lethal on the back end? I don't think so. So we can just chump block this, right? I guess we'll be extra. Oh my god, I don't want to just give up all of our blockers. Okay, we'll just go ahead. We're gonna chump block this one. If they can give it trample somehow with an instant, just good game. Just a. So they don't. So this Runeforge champion is gonna die, and we're sitting pretty. We've got Bard class. Bard class actually doesn't help us that much right now. It's kind of better when you already have it out, but we're still gonna be able to do a lot of damage here. So Kodama of the West Tree and Halana and Alena. Let's go ahead and beef this thing up to the high heavens. This thing can have trample. Yeah, I guess we can spread out the love a little bit. This will be a 7/7. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. I was kind of hoping for a land to activate for Phylath, but let's go ahead and swing all and leave. Nope, 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 nope. Let's leave you behind. This has lifelink, so we have to deal 13. I mean, we have well over 13. This is like 12, 20, 26, 28. I think I did that right. But even if I didn't, math's for blockers, right? Math is for blockers, baby. Go for it, Kodama. Give these things trample. If they don't have any sort of removal, we're going to be able to trample right over them. So they are doing the blocks here. I know we're going to lose the Halana and Alena theoretically to this trade, but it doesn't matter. We've got too much trample. Kodama of the West Tree just makes this deck work because it just gives everything trample. So great. And I think they're just kind of deciding what they want to do here because I think they kind of know, unless they have some sort of help in their hand, that's it. Like, we have trample. We just trampled you to death. So here we go. They're gonna go ahead and do this, and we're gonna trample through. Not that we need it, but but Kodama's Landfall stuff goes with Phylath so well. What a good game. Let's go. Jack actual? Like, are you actually Jack? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's go ahead and keep this pretty good. We got a Bard class and a Mirror Box, so pretty good hand here. Oh, the Dread Fugue. Probably gonna get rid of our Bard class, I would presume. They do not. They take the Magda. Wow. Wow, I guess they are not impressed by our Bard class Mirror Box combination. Let's see if we can make them pay for that. Reckon your Bankbuster, kind of a weird choice in my opinion, for Mono Black. I don't know, they have enough card draw and like enough resources, so a little bit weird of a choice for me. Let's go ahead and drop the Bard class that they do not see coming. This one's hidden. This one is not, so we'll go ahead and drop this, and now everything's going to come in with a 1/1 counter, and everything's going to be modified by default with Kodama of the West Tree. We get a Phylath, that's going to be good eventually. It's not really good right now, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and level up. Let's go ahead and level up the Bard class. This will make everything cost less. I know that it's kind of not great right this second because we can't really play anything yet, but I think overall that is the best move. I think we've got a little bit more green. Let's go for green. I think with like Kolvori, there's a few more green cards that require double green, so I think it's better to lean towards going green here. Okay, going green's always good, but sometimes in Magic it might be a little bit awkward. So reckon your Bankbuster, and we do get another red source anyway. This is really good. We are not quite ready to go into level 3 with the Bard class, and man, this is looking pretty good here. This is looking pretty gosh darn good. We can go in for Halana and Alena. Let's go ahead and bait them with Kodama of the West Tree. Maybe we can get this out. They actually don't have any interaction, so I'm just gonna go straight into Halana and Alena. And because these are all nice and prettied up, 7/7 with trample, haste, and reach. Look at how good that is. And now because we are modified, we're gonna be able to snag a land for free. I guess we'll go green. We like going green around here, so go ahead and take a forest, and they're looking in trouble. I mean, next turn, we're going to be able to use Bard class to go to level 5. A lot of things we can do here. Junji, the Midnight Sky. We're going to be able to just trample over this Junji. Oh, man, what a beautiful card, but sorry, Junji, we're going to have to just smash over you. So let's see what we want to do here. We could go for Mirror Box, but we don't have any duplicates, so that doesn't really help us out right now. We could go for Bard class, which is more fun to go for level 5. That is definitely more fun, but I want to go for Phylath here. What I love about Phylath, I believe that's how you say it, the World Sculptor. What's awesome is we're going to be able to get, 3 01s. Now, we don't have any lands to play right this second, which is unfortunate, so I guess I'll just play Magda afterwards. But what's really cool here is we're going to go ahead and give this Halana and Alena's powers here. We're going to swing in here, and we're going to swing in with Halana and Alena as well because they can't block that, and that's going to be it. Even if we didn't have lethal here, we could use Kodama of the West Tree, get lands, and then that works with Phylath. So pretty awesome here. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. Let's stack some red here, even the ticket out a little bit here, and with this combo here, we're going to be able to get counters on our plant creatures, but it doesn't matter because that is good game. Wow, that packs a serious punch. Splurge Lord, how we doing here? Okay, interesting name. Let's go ahead and keep this. Pretty gosh darn good hand here, I'll tell you what. I mean, you got a Bard class, Targ, and a Mirror Box. It almost doesn't get better. I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and drop our forest. I guess if we get into like a weird red surge of lands here, don't want to go in for the Sokenzan too early. Usher of the Fallen, so probably going to go against mono white. Okay, well, no big deal. We'll go ahead and commit to red here, and let's just go for the Bard class immediately. Turn 2, there's a lot of different things we can do. We can go for level 2 and then just play our Targ Nar for free, which is probably the best move. Mirror Box is a cool card, I absolutely love it, but it does take a while to kind of like get going. And now that Thalia is going to be taxing our Mirror Box, that is going to be looking to be a little harder to do. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and take our Bard class, level 2 this sucker. And now we can play this, and now we can just go for Targ Nar for free. And now it's a 3-3 because we get 1/1 counters. And Kodama of the West Tree obviously has modified creatures you control have trample. So, something pretty good here. We will need at least 1 more land to feel comfortable because these all cost 2 or 4. So 3 is a little bit awkward. But let's see. Hopefully they don't have like an elite spellbinder. They take, I don't know. This deck likes to tax us a lot, which is not good. Oh, there's the elite spellbinder. How did I know? Turn 2 Thalia, turn 3 elite spellbinder. It's like clockwork. So they take away our Halana and Alena. That's a good choice. It still costs 4, so if we get into a land, we can still cast the partners. And we do. We do. That is wonderful. We can drop this for red here now. We can go for Phylath, but Phylath doesn't do a whole lot. Phylath, I mean, it does. Just right this second, it's just not really like the best thing. And we have to obviously cast something for 2, or for 4 rather, because it's more mana efficient. So let's just go for Halana and Alena. This also walls off the elite spellbinder as well. So we'll go ahead and give that to Targ Nar. This does not have trample, but it does still pack a punch. So I'm just going to swing in here. It's still going to be a 7-6. Don't think that they're going to chump block. I wouldn't think anyway. They do not. So they're going to just take that right to the face. 13-18. The partners has first reach and strike, so it takes care of the spellbinder like pretty handily. I don't want to see a Brutal Cathar. Oh my god, what is this? Come on. Come on, they've got Thalia, Elite Spellbinder, and Brutal Cathar. Like, they're... come on now. They're doing the absolute most, but I still think we might be able to come back. This is going to give us, what, 5 damage here? Okay. Now we've got a decision to make. We can go for Goro-Goro, Kodama of the West Tree, and then use Goro-Goro, and use creatures you control gain haste. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good here. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go for Goro-Goro. I have a hard time saying that for some reason. We're going to go for Kodama of the West Tree here. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this. We're just going to go ahead and give ourselves haste. And because we have trample, we do have enough for lethal. They would have to block at least one thing. And I'm trying to think. They won't have enough for lethal on the back end. And because Targ Nar is going to give everything a little bit of a power boost, they're going to have to make a hard decision here. So we have what? We've got 12, we have 16 damage. They're going to have to prevent at least 4 of that. How they want to divvy that up, I don't know. That's not a pretty decision. They're going to actually use Brutal Cathar. That means you're going to give me the Halana and Alena back. That cannot be in your best interest. Oh my goodness. Well, they're going to go ahead and do that. That's pretty surprising. And look how good this is. Down to 2 they go. All of that goes away. We get our Halana and Alena back and Kodama of the West Tree. Look how good this is. We're going to get all this land. And because they are basics, obviously that powers up our Phylath as well. I mean, just wow, that's so good. That is so good. They're down to 2 life. I don't know what they can even do. They have Wandering Emperor. Oh, okay. So that's going to help gain some life and stall out a little bit.
I hope you're ready to lose.
I'm not ready to lose. Are you ready to lose, Wandering Emperor?
You are not.
That's it. Splurge Lord takes the L. Let's go. So we're back here at the Hideout, the post-game wrap, and definitely just gotta say, this deck performed very well. I think the biggest telling thing would be the Mirror Box. Might want to kick down Mirror Box to 2, honestly. It's just more of a luxury card, and you really only need it when it's like creature deck versus creature deck, and you're just like marching up the, I think it's called the phalanx, where you're just like marching up the battle, like all the creatures, and it's just like my creatures versus your creatures. That's the only time the Mirror Box is like really relevant, when you just need to just juice up everything. Other than that, it's mostly a funsy card. Kind of sucks to admit, but it is more of a funsy card. It already costs 3. By the time it's like ever relevant, it's only in those long grindy matches up. So I'd probably put up Mirror Box up down to 2. Probably some sort of removal. Probably would give up maybe probably at least a couple of Ezikas. Yeah, even Esika at all. I don't know. Esika, I'm not too sold on Esika Guide of the Tree yet, to be honest with you. You're never really going into Prismatic Bridge as well, so not really sure if I'm sold on this. I would probably take Mirror Box down to 2, and the Ezikas you can do whatever you want with. Maybe some removal. I'd probably go with some removal, but other than that, I did have a fun time with this deck. Kodama was an absolute powerhouse and is the MVP. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how ugly I am in the comments because everything helps and I appreciate all of you. But until the next time, I will see you on the next episode. Man, oh man. Out.